Right, and it looks like we are live. So how is it going, everyone? Welcome to the League of Europe. We're here for the pre-season race, the first race of three. There's going to be three races, but they're not all going to be together. They're just going to be, I think it's just short quali, 50% race, on reduced damage. Parc Fermé's off because we know there's a little bit of a glitch. But we're here for the French Grand Prix. I said, first race of the three races. We do have Mexico for next week, so look forward to that. But I'm your host, J. Carl. And we are here. We've got quite a few returning drivers. We've got some new drivers, all mixed in within these different, I guess, pre-season race. Pretty self-explanatory. We've got New Luigi returning, who was in D1. Ivory Mike, who was actually the commentator of well, started off in D3, ended up just doing commentary, but he's going to be racing for this season. We've got Cantera, who's returning from D1. A new driver, who I probably am going to butcher his name completely, but it's called Aledi. I think it's Aledi. We've got James returning from D3. A new driver called DJ Williamson. I think was actually in the PRL America League. I'll have to get confirmation from that. Then we've got Own, D1. Dake, Daka, Tamd, Dan, anything you want to call him, from D1. Bullet Boy, who was in D1. Jerry, who was in D1. Cloudy Cloud, who was in D3. In fact, actually, no, sorry. He's a new driver who was actually an A1 for AOR. So, not A1, A3 for AOR. So, I would expect him around sort of like a D3 pace, but we'll see. Anything can change. It's a completely new game. We've got Doom, who was in D1. E-Duck, who's actually a new driver, as far as I'm aware. YHYY, who was actually my championship rival for last season, returning. Starjar. I feel like that's close to Sarja. Or Stager, I don't know. One of them two. I'm going to completely butcher this one. Zinthrian? New driver as well. Ibo from D3 and Game Boys, who was in D1 as well. We're already into the qualifying for this. Ben just seeing if there's anything new. Nothing too new. Just as driver set actually says their team as well, rather than just the colour of it. Got the broadcast camera. We've still just got the TV pod, the standard one. On board with New Waluigi, who's on his laps in the Mercedes. Nice looking Mercedes car. Dake, Daka, Dan, Tamd, any of them puts in a fastest lap so far with 34.7. I think he wants to improve on that. I think it's just more of a banker lap. Still have the fastest lap leader, sort of kind of lap times. New Waluigi goes even faster, does a 31.0. It's not bad. Decky saying in the chat that June will win. And Bullet Boy is saying that DJ is quite quick as well. So, we'll see. We'll see. Got the fitted tyres. Just the graphics of this game, it just looks a lot better than what it did last game, in my opinion. The telemetry as well, how fast the ERS goes down is just insane. And the lap data. So, literally, nothing has really changed other than maybe I'd just say the text a bit. But it's still really nice to look at. I'm going to quickly just turn my brightness up. But whilst I'm doing that, I'm just quickly waiting for something to install. And it's taking its sweet, sweet time to install it. So it's quite annoying. Can I just download that? No. Yeah, I'll quickly just pause it, just turn up my brightness because it's very sort of dark at the moment from what it's looking like on the stream. So I'll just put it back up to 1. So hopefully that should all be okay for everybody on the stream. Should be a lot better. Yeah, it looked quite dark before, so I just thought I'd do it up a bit. But I've missed a couple guys doing their times. Game Boy's going into third on the hard tyres. Not bad that from him. Jerry going into fourth. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of different sort of changes. A lot of different lap times. Ibo doing a 35.9. Tamd almost being equivalent to that, so he's probably going to try and beg to be in D3 this year. We have Own in P4 on a 132.5. Not bad, not bad. So, people in the chat, How are you guys finding F1 2019 compared to 2018? Because I really like this game. Stick on board with Cantera, who's actually still in the pits. These guys are all still in the pits, so I won't go on board with any of them. What about James? Oh. It's nice to see you still get the glitch as well. I thought they took that out at least. But it doesn't look like they have. Oh? Is that on a lap? No, he's in 1 ERS, so he's not going to be doing it. Definitely a step up, but I think the understeer is a bit crazy sometimes. It can be, but then again, that's just getting used to the game, adjusting your setups and stuff like that. So it all changes over time. It can all change. So just gonna stick on board with Mr. Ivor Brim see how he does. Is it ready to start on that? No. So he's coming into the pits as well. There we go. The issue looks like it's sorted out for James, so we'll go on board with him. I said, I'm really liking the look of this Mercedes for this year. Once again, the graphics have just gone all out with it. I mean, just look at it. It just looks stunning. Absolutely amazing. How is it going, Ibo? The only thing I don't like the sound of is Toro Rosso and the Red Bull. I'm not a fan of them. Definitely not a fan of them. Right on board, a lap for New Aloisi. Currently our pole sitter actually managed to win a race in D1 for last season as well, which I think came as a bit of a shock to everyone. Ooh, Staja. I still don't know how to say his name, but it's just gone P3. Nice one from him. There's a Haas behind him just starting his, I think, on a lap now. Who's that? Is that a Letty? Oh, it might be Zin. Is it Zin? Zinthrion? So no, he is currently on a lap. Well, was on a lap, shall I say. What about Educk? He's gone P7. On board with New Aloisi as he comes across the line. No improvement. Jarry's actually gone P4 on the hard tyres. So nicely done from the Dutchman himself. Got quite unlucky last season, I must admit. Every time I was watching him race, he would be up there, but then I think just completely loads of minor setbacks. It just didn't help him for that season, but I have the feeling Jarry will be a bit of an underdog for this season, if people would want to count him as an underdog. I would definitely say he is up there. Go on board with DJ Williamson in the nice looking red Ferrari. Let's see how he does. I think he's just coming around the final corner now and making his way up to the line. Is he going to improve from his 134.0? It looks like he will and goes P4. Good lap from him. Was a good lap. See, Cantera's actually invalidated his first lap. Doom is on a lap, so I'll go on board with Doom. And never mind, he isn't on a lap. He's just cutting across everything. Maybe I'll just quickly, swiftly move on from everybody else. I'm going to board with Bullet Boy because he's just starting his lap right now. From around the first sector. What's his first sector time going to be? It's 25.0. Not as quick as I think he wanted it to be, but we'll see. See if he improves. There's a lot of these guys are now going for the medium compound of tyres. Obviously, tyres also being completely different from what it was in the last game. And I think Bullet Boy's invalidated because he's going very, very slowly. So we have the soft compound of tyres, which is the red wall, which New Luigi, White Huawei, and Stager and a couple other guys have gone on. Then we have the medium compounds, which are now yellow wall tyres, which a lot of these guys are opting for. And then we get the hard compound tyre, which is what Jarry actually put his lap on, which was the 32.2. So he's done his lap on the hard tyre, which is the white wall tyre, which used to be the medium tyre. And obviously the medium compound now used to be the soft tyre, and the soft tyre used to be what was the super soft tyre, like the red wall. Personally, I don't think it makes a difference. I preferred having a load of different colours because then we could tell what was what. But it's what it is in actual F1, so got to keep it as realistic as we possibly can. Bullet Boy now just going to be starting his actual lap. I think he said he invalidated his first lap at the beginning of Sector 2. Gets a nice run through turns 1 and 2. Nice sort of little exit through turn 3 and 4. Now through turns 5 and 6, keeps it nice and clean through there. Is already 2 temps up and has spun it and is in the wall. So it's reduced damage on for this pre-season race because we know a lot of people can end up spinning out just like that. So that's why we're just trying to keep it as a reduced damage. So, but there is still damage. Aledi's still in P8 on the medium compound tyre. James, I think, has just come across the line doing a 34.1. Same with Cloudy Cloud and Ibo. Ibo, I believe, is actually on a lap. So is he on a lap? No, his ERS is just about to run out, so won't go on board with Ibo. Cloudy Cloud has said he's just done his lap. Own, I think, is on a lap. Own, and I believe Game Boys. In fact, Game Boys, I think, is just coming up to the line. Oh no, he's starting his lap. My apologies. Bullet Boy has been disqualified from the session. That's okay. Fair enough. I won't say any more. Game Boys runs very wide through there. Very wide. Well, there's a name we haven't seen in a while. Mr. Dave Jarvu. How are you doing, Dave? Sorry about that. Got the two McLarens in 13th and 14th. New Luigi's just come across the line and done a 30.8. And he has time to do another lap, but I don't think he's going to be able to. So I'm going to go on Bobby White try and see how he fares up. To be fair, he's done quite well against a couple of the other D1 guys that were in it from last season. I feel like this might be his game. So White try come around the final corner. Does he improve? He doesn't. He sticks as a 132, 131.2. Sorry. Still good lap on the mediums, so nicely done from him. Jarry goes even faster than New Waluigi, and he's done it on a harder compound of tyre. So Jarry, a 130.7. That was a very good lap. Tanned, a 131.3. What about Own? Him, Staja. Stajar? I don't know. He's coming into the pit. So it's left on Own and Eduk. Where's Eduk? Eduk's actually just behind Own. So hopefully I'll be able to catch a pair of them and see where they fare. Doom, I didn't even realise, actually went up to P5, so he starting in 5th, not bad lap. Own comes into the pits. Eduk, does he also come into the pit? He also came into the pit, so we're not going to see any changes throughout the grid. Funny enough, actually, I didn't even realise Cantera goes P2, so we've got Williams 1-2. Something we are not going to see. Ever. Well, I say ever. For probably what would be a very, very, very long time. That's impressive. Cantera and Jarry on pole. Look, boy, if I'm in D1 again, you've got to pray for me. If I get bad luck like last season, then it is curtains for you, my friend. If that is the same result. So we have Jarry, Cantera, New Waluigi, UHRY, Doom, Tanned, Own, Staja, DJ Williamson, Game Boys, James, Letty, Eduk, Cloudy Cloud, Ibbo, Iberbroom Mike, Zinthrion, and Bullet Boy. Just put in a reminder as well, and people who are watching the stream, if you don't ready up after you finish the race. So these guys are now on a formation lap. As I'm literally just going to turn the HUD completely off and just let this ride just take in the beautiful of this game. All the cars coming around that second corner. Just look at it. It's impressive to say the least. But remember, as said, when you have done this race, make sure you get the screenshots of your race director. If you don't, it will affect the placing. It's going to go to a lot more effort. So, make sure you get the screenshots. And don't ready up, or don't press advance after the race. So here we go, all these guys now just coming up to the grid. And we will await for the 5 red lights. Here we go. I think the 5 red lights are coming on, but they're not coming on my screen. And away they go. Looks like Jerry's got a very good start, and I think one of the Red Bulls have got an even better start. Both of the Red Bulls have got a good start. Everyone's climbing everywhere. People going down. Who's gone down? I think that's Educk and Ibo. Ibo looks like he's gone off a bit. Game Boys has gone off. Cloudy Cloud's dropping down a couple places. A lot of different battles in the midfield. Of course, we've got Joom and Ivor Brimwike, are two that I wouldn't have thought would be battling each other, but certainly has, and Ivor Brimwike stays out ahead of Joom. Bullet Boy's just started dropping down the order. He's spun off at the same place as what he did in qualifying. So unfortunate for who is actually in the Ferrari. Unfortunate for Bullet Boy. Ivor Brimwike and Joom still battling. Ivor Brimwike just trying to hold it around the outside of the Spaniard, but Joom looks like he got the better of him and has managed to get past him. So it was a good effort from Ivor, but not much more he could do. Meanwhile, just up ahead a little bit, we have, I think, DJ Williamson and Aledi, the 2 new drivers, look like they're going into battle with each other. Aledi's actually opting for what looks like the soft compounder tyre. In fact, let me have a look at what tyre these guys are on. Yeah, so Aledi is on the softs. New Luigi Wachowai on the softs as well. The rest are on medium tyres. I'm on board with this battle for the front as well because these 2 Williams are quite close to each other. Also remember, a lot of these guys have not got setups. A lot of them are going to be using just sort of a standard, well, the default setup. So if that is the case, then it's going to be very even between all of these guys, and it's just down to outright pace who's the better driver. As with DJ Williamson, Aledi and James all battling here for P8. James running extremely wide. Doesn't look like to slow him down at all though. And is he going to get a move done on Aledi? It doesn't look like he is. Aledi was thinking about getting a move done on DJ Williamson though. Didn't manage to, and that's going to compromise his run. And New Waluigi has actually just left the session. That is not good. I think he's just completely lagged out of the session. Doom and James are in a battle. James managed to just get past James, and now James is going to keep on trying to climb up ahead of all these drivers. Aledi runs very wide, and that just allows Doom to get past and just completely close it off on him. So Doom now back up into 9th, and is going to try and make as many places as he can, because it did not look like he had a good start. Meanwhile, Tams goes past New Waluigi's Ghost and is looking to attack Own. Remember, Tams was the one that won this in D1 from last season. Looking to try and go down the inside of Own, didn't manage to. Just was having a little look though. Didn't look like to compromise his run at all. James and Aledi are battling, and it looks like James has managed to get past Aledi, so nicely done to the Mercedes driver. Back on board with this battle though. And we'll see DRS has been activated, so these guys are going to have DRS. Game Boys has managed to get past Ibo, and in fact Ibo has spun it. It's unfortunate for Ibo, and it looks like Aledi spun it as well. And Doom has just got the first 3-second time penalty. I wonder how Aledi spun that though, that was on a straight. No idea. Doom looking to attack DJ Williamson now. DJ Williamson completely cuts him off, but Doom straight down the inside of the Ferrari driver. We've got a really nice camera angle here, and it looks like Doom has managed to get past, although DJ Williamson's trying to go back at him down the inside. Doom tries to hold it around the outside. There's still too wide. Meanwhile, up front as well is also Tamd and Own going side by side with each other. Tamd goes around the outside of Own, runs very wide, and that's allowed Own to get straight past him. Doom has managed to get past DJ Williamson, is now going to try and attack Tamd. Tamd hasn't actually got DRS and just ghosted through him. Very strange. Very strange. But Doom now looking to go around the outside of Tamd, not able to do so, and Tamd is just going to hold it ahead of Doom. But it doesn't look like it can be for long. Doom is looking to try and come back at Tamd, and doesn't look like he's able to do so. Ibo goes past YHYY, else because YHYY is in the pits, so these soft tyres don't look like they're lasting whatsoever. But we've got now a little DRS train here, up to Own. Own hasn't got the DRS. Tam looking to go down the inside of Own. Side by side, not able to get one done. That's going to compromise his run a little bit. Doom is going to be right back in this action. Tam has a little bit of a wobble, but with no desync in this game now, it's the cars can get as close to each other as they want. And Tam looking to see if he can go around the outside of Own. A little bit of contact. Own slams into the side of Tam. Has a bit of a wobble, and that's just going to compromise his run. Doom goes around the outside of him, and I'm sure DJ Williamson's going to try and get a move done on Own as well. In fact, DJ Williamson hasn't managed to get past Own, so Own's managed to hold his own. See what I did there? In P6. And if anyone can, in fact, I'm going to see if, can I invite New Waluigi? I don't think I'll be able to. Is that the ghost of New Waluigi back in the pit, or is that New Waluigi back in the pit? No, it's the ghost. If anyone in here is available to, would they be able to invite New Waluigi back into the session? It doesn't give me the option to invite friends. Otherwise I'll try and get him back in straight away. But already, it being lap 5, there's massive gaps that have formed. Oh, yellows. Cloudy Clouds just dropped a place. He's somehow binned it at the DRS straight. A lot of people seem to be losing at DRS straight. Sad Belgian noise. My game crashed. Fair enough. Doom looking to try and attack Tams. They're both side by side of each other. Tam has a little bit of a did just have a bit of a tap with Doom, and has managed to hold his own and is still out ahead of the Spaniard. But Doom is going to have the DRS on Tam. Tam's going to have to do a lot of defending if he wants to hold off the Spaniard, and he manages to. Numerology, but I don't really care. It's only the pre-season. Exactly, mate. You've still got another 2 to go. We've got one next week and one the week after next week. In case you don't know or have been living under a rock, it is Mexico. And I believe the third one is still to be revealed unless it is already on the Twitter. Let me just have a check. In fact, I've just seen Game Boys get past Ivory Mike's. Ivory Mike now down into 10th place. Game Boys up into 9th. It's on the hard compound tyre because he had a little spin earlier on, so he's decided to pit early. I don't know if he'll try and take these hard tyres to the end, but at least if he doesn't, you can definitely stick on a set of the softs come the end of the race. Edoc now quite close to the back of Aledi. 2 new drivers. Edoc being on the soft compounder tyres, but has been 4 laps already, so you got to think that he's going to have to come back into the pits shortly. Tam's managing to keep up with Doom as we speak. Doom runs it very wide, and so did... Well, actually no, Tam's actually managed to just follow the racing line. Had a little bit of a wobble though. Has got a DRS on the Renault driver. I'm missing the third one, which is Mexico. Ah, okay. Apologies, I thought the second one was. Thanks about. Oh, Evo, good guy, Evo, managing to get New Waluigi back in the set. Well, has sent an invite back to New Waluigi. So is he back in the session? He is. So he's back driving. So very good, very good. DJ Williamson's also just up the back of Tand. Looks like he's managed to find his rhythm. And the 2 Haas drivers have swapped positions. Yeah, boy, what a guy. Thanks for that one, Bones. Time looks like he's about to attack DJ Williamson. I didn't realise that he actually got past the Toro Rosso driver, so DJ Williamson now back up into 5th position. Doing good for his debut in LOE. Someone has binned it somewhere, and I don't know where, because they disappear quite quickly. Udok picks himself up a penalty. We still have this battle for third between DJ Williamson and Tam. And in fact, I've just realised Doom is also pit. So, sort of Stajar. I still don't know how to say his name. But he's actually pit on for the soft tyres. Bit of a weird strategy if I do say so myself, but Tam looks like he's coming to the pits, so is DJ Williamson. Is anyone else going to follow them into the pits? Owen stays out, James stays out, Game Boys is stayed out. Yeah, Cantera's also gone into the pits, didn't even see that. They were yellows, but now they've cleared. White YY. Cantera just comes out behind him. Game Boys gives himself a 3-second time penalty. In fact, that's huge. I've just realised Cantera was not too far ahead of Stajar, and now he's about nearly 4 seconds up the road from him. But he did just pick himself up a penalty. I think we've got a ball with White YY. Just behind Cantera, who I know can be very quick. Just from the last season, it didn't look like he'd shown it that much. Same with Bullet Boy. In fact, same with Game Boy as well. Bullet Boy trying to attack Game Boy is not able to do so. Averbrin Mike's just got a 5-second stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Not something that we want to see from him. June picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. This is the second one for June. Here we go, Bullet Boy eyeing up a move on Game Boys. Looks like he has to do it the hard way and try and go around the outside of him, and he's actually managed to do so. Allowing that has given Cantera the opportunity to get past Game Boys, and he's also done the same. With that happening though, James is the one that's at the front of this train. And James comes into the pits. So we have Game Boys. Jarry's also coming to the pits. So Bullet Boy's the one that's actually... Well, in fact, sorry, Cantera. Cantera's benefited from this massively. DJ Williamson puts on the fastest lap. But he's also coming for a set of the soft tyres and all. Not good strategy. Not good. I mean, it could pay off. You never know. You never know. Got all these top four battling each other though. Oh, excuse me. And looks like YHYY is gaining on Game Boys. It's getting closer, getting closer. Not able to get a move done on the Racing Point driver in the Alfa Romeo. But is looking to go down the inside of the Racing Point driver. And Eduk is actually out of the race. He is our first driver to DNF. I'm going to see if I can see it from... Well, I won't be able to see it from Sin's point of view because he's about 50 odd seconds behind him. But my guess would be it would be somewhere around like this part of the track. Oh, YHYY's gotten past Game Boys and Bullet Boys dropped down massively. So much so that Jarry's managed to is now in a battle with Bullet Boy. Oh, Bullet Boy wanted to go into the pits and decided to, well, thought it'd be a good idea to go on the outside. Has managed to hit Jarry, and that's now ruined Jarry's race because he's now got only a bare minimum part of a front wing. That was not good from Bullet Boy. If he was going to go into the pits, he should have just conceded a position. But now he's just ruined someone else's race. Not good. Not good at all. Doom now right behind Starjar. In fact, Doom has gone past Starjar. These tyres are going to start to be running out. And so will DJ Williamson. Iwanuichi's left, is disconnected from the session again. Oh, never mind, he's back. Oh, he's gone again. What's going on? Wait, was you in to start off with? Because it showed your car wasn't ghosted, so that's why I was under the assumption you was in. Just no, sorry, Game Boys is just coming to the pits. Probably going to stick on a set of the medium tyres and go to the end with them. HYY still going on those medium tyres. Yeah, anyone that's watching the stream, next time they pit, would they be able to invite new Waluigi, please? Game Boys has managed to just get past James. Never happened on 17 and 18. Yeah, I don't know why. Luckily the lobby is still going, yeah. Right, hopefully that invite works for you, new Waluigi. Wait, isn't that stage off third pit stop? Because I'm sure he pit before, didn't he? Stops. Oh no, it's a second. I just thought he stopped for a third time. But well, even with doing a two-stop, YHYY is on 5th. Is it so bad so far? I've been Mike's the one that's made up the most places, Jay's the one that's lost the most. And now everyone is either on the medium or the hard compound of tyre. Oh, that's a car going off. Who was that? Is that Cloudy Cloud? Yeah. TJ Williamson and James are battling. TJ Williamson's the one with DRS. Oh, but James is lagging a lot. Oh, the lobby's lagging a lot. Everyone's jumping everywhere. James Pitt. Oh, he has to get his wing changed. It's very strange. I don't understand why it's these guys in particular that are lagging. Right, is that you back in now, New Luigi? I'm assuming that is. Looks like it is. He hasn't replied either, so I'm assuming that is him. Jim gets past James and gets the fastest lap. Nicely done. If there is space, do you think I'd be possible to join the 7:30 PM race? And obviously not let that happen. Well, it better not happen. I mean, we'll see. If there's space, I'll get. I'll ask it in the chat. Like, if there is space, I'll get someone in just to fill it up. It's only a pre-season race anyway, so. Oh, I don't know who is where for this. James has just lagged out of the session, I believe. Cantero looks like he's just completely stormed away with this one. Follow my tabs, he's only just 2 seconds up the road from YHYY. Ooh, Stadler's just got a 3-second time penalty. And again, Juman's about 6 seconds worth, so I don't think it will affect him. Oh, I thought Juma was thinking about going for a move then. Gameboys is quite close to YHYY as well. Gameboys almost lost it. He has got DRS though, but he's going to have a really bad run. I only got past Ivan Rimac, but Ivan Rimac has just left the session. Yellow's in sector 3. Who would that be? Wouldn't have a clue. Is Gameboy's going to get past YHYY though? June picks up another 3-second time penalty. YHYY looks like he's held on for dear life. Cantera, I've missed it, but he's gone across the line. Let's have a look. Gameboys, I'm going to go on board with him. Is he going to make an ambitious dive? No, he doesn't. I think he just holds his place in fourth. Should we load about 15 seconds worth of penalties? Isn't Waluigi going to finish ahead of him? Both him and Jarry did. Aleddy's just coming around the final corner. To finish 11th. Nicely done to Cantera. Won it by about 20 odd seconds. So, Cantero's times. Quite stable. Someone's readied up. Like I said, I told them not to. Better do this quick then. Make sure you get screenshots, fellas. It will affect your placing. Right, thank you for watching the preseason race. Catch you next week for... I can't remember what track it is, but we'll catch you next week for the next track.